Hello, my sewing friends. Let's make what is arguably the easiest pocket you'll ever make in your life.
Woohoo!
I'm Jen, and this is my sewing room, and I am going to make a circle pocket. I've been making lots of pockets for little girls' dresses. This is I don't know, like a size 2, and I made circle pockets on there. Now, this is a really small little dress, and I don't know if a child this size would need pockets, but I put pockets on it anyway. And I'm going to show you how to make this one. You can put it on like this or this, however you like. We'll talk about that in the process of making it. And you'll need 2 things to get started. You need the pattern and the instructions. And these are downloadable PDFs that you can grab from the links in the description box. So let's make a pocket. We're going to be making these circle pockets. Now this is a size, I think it's a 2 little girl's dress. And you can tell these are really small. I made another one here. And this is based on a 6-inch pocket, which is the size of the pattern. But don't get too hung up on this because you can make these much bigger if you like. This is an adult size and you can tell it is markedly larger. So what I want to show you is that you can go with this and enlarge this on your copier or your printer, or you can just draw your own. This is a bowl and it is almost 7 inches around. Here's a lid. I think this is the lid that I took this pattern from. So it's 6 inches. This one is a lot bigger and it is, well, I guess it's about the same as this. But that doesn't fit that bowl actually. So this is a little bowl bigger than this, but they're, a little over 7 inches. And then I've got this is just a hot pad and it is 8 inches. So, find something round in your house that's going to be the size of the pocket that you want. Or you can just take a protractor. This is one I've had for a long time, back from my days when I was in school, and decide how big you want your pocket and draw it. So don't overthink it. That's the main thing. You can also find a printable pocket to the size that you want, or a printable circle to the size you want if you go online, and I'll leave you the link for that down in the description box. But you need a pattern, let's put it that way. And then you need your instructions. So let's start there. Okay, first thing to do is cut 2 out of your pattern. So I'm going to do that right now. There's my pocket. Now I need to mark this fold line. I'm going to mark mine with pencil that you can see, but you need to use a marking tool that is easily seen but doesn't disappear with heat. So a friction marker won't work in this case. You're going to need to use chalk or something else that's going to you're going to be able to see it after you press this. And on the outside, so I have the outside, and then this is the wrong side of my fabric, this is the right side. So on the right side, I'm going to mark where this fold line is. And the way I'm going to do that is just to fold on that fold line right there. And I'm going to line up the edges of my pattern with my fabric, and then I'm just going to draw this line, and then I'm going to fold this like this and flip it over like that, and then I'm going to take my folded pocket pattern piece, and I'm just going to kind of line it up right there and draw another line. So I have a line on each side, like that. And now I'm going to go straight down from here, and I'm going to fold up the bottom just so my wrong sides are showing, and I'm going to mark a couple of notches. You don't even have to do this on each side if you don't want. You can just do them on one, just so you can see them. And all this is a place to leave open for turning. That's all that is. Now, let's put right sides together. And it shouldn't be too hard if you've marked your notches the same, but you can match up your fold lines like that. There we go. And we're going to start at one of the places you marked for a notch, and we're going to stitch all the way around at a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. So we're going to start here, go all the way around, and stop here. So there's my pocket all stitched. First thing I'm going to do is clip into where I've stitched that. I'm going to put a clip there right up to the stitching, right there, and right here, but not past it, just up to it. And I'm going to take my pinking shears and I'm going to go around and trim this. Now, if you're not going to use pinking shears, what you'll want to do is start at this clipped edge and go about an inch, an inch, an inch, and clip in towards the curve, just so you'll get a nice crisp edge there. Now, I like to do it with pinking shears because I feel like the zigzag in the pinking shear does it for you. You can still clip some of the curves after you pink, but I like using pinking shears because I really do think you still get a really nice edge, really nice crisp edge. There we go. Now I'm going to go over to my iron and I'm going to press this, and I'm going to fold up this little area where I clipped this opening. I'm going to fold that up so that I can easily turn this right side out and have a nice edge there. My pocket's all pressed, and I tried to curve this a little bit when I pressed those seam allowances towards the inside, but now I'm just going to turn it inside out. That's all there is to it right there. I like to use a chopstick when I do this, or a stick, some kind of a turning thing, because you can push at those seam allowances and really get that rounded edge to come out nice and cleanly like this. Yeah, there we go. Now, if this seems a little flat, that's okay, because when you go to stitch it on, it will round itself out. So now I'm going to go over and press this again, just flattening the whole thing out and getting it nice and crisp. And there's my pressed pocket. Now what we're going to do is turn it down on this fold line. And when you go to put your pocket onto your dress, or whatever it is you're putting it onto, you can tilt it like this, or you can just do it like this, whichever you like. What I would suggest is that you top stitch it down after folding along this fold line. Just top stitch this. Now, if you're when you top stitch it, you can stick some trim, some eyelet, some piping, some rickrack, whatever you like, whatever you can think of. You can decoratively stitch this edge with your top stitching. You can do whatever you want, truly, whatever you want. I'm just going to go over and just top stitch it down so you can see what it looks like. And there's my top stitched pocket. Now, when you go to put it on your dress, just there you go. Fiddle with it, get it the way you want it. Do it this way, do it this way. Just make sure that you leave yourself enough room for stuff to not fall out of the pocket. You want to not tilt it too much. Like, you don't want to put it like that, because whatever that this little person puts in a pocket, it's just going to fall out. So you just want to make sure that you've got enough of a slant there to accommodate for that. But yeah, and if you wanted to go ahead and embellish this part of your pocket, this part, then you can do that. Now, if you're going to embellish both, then be sure that you don't do it while it's still in a circle, because you'll end up folding this down, and then what you've stitched is going to be on the, it's going to show on the other side. So you might want to keep that in mind. But that's how you do a circle pocket. And like I said, don't overthink it. It can be any size you want. Just enlarge it or make it smaller as to your liking. I was not kidding. This is so easy. This is the absolute simplest pocket, I swear, that I have ever made in my life. And do not be afraid to embellish the heck out of this thing. I mean, you could put whatever you liked. Trim, piping, rickrack, eyelet, oh my gosh, decorative stitching. The possibilities really are endless. You could make this one fabric on this side and then one fabric on the back, and so then your little flap, when it folded down, it would be a little bit different. So kind of color blocking it out, as it were. So let me know if you try this one. It's so easy, and really don't overthink the size, because you can make it any size you want, truly. So I will leave you with one of my very favorite scriptures, and it goes like this: the steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies, they never come to an end. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness, oh God. I'll be back soon with one more pocket tutorial. And until then, don't forget to subscribe. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.